Yes, I had to take a little break, but now let's continue. Unfortunately, Collie's shot had drawn some unwanted visitors towards the drugstore. Everyone heard how the undead began pounding against the barricades, trying to get into the drugstore. Everyone stepped away from the barricades just in case they will go down, which all of them hoped was not going to happen as they knew how badly it would be end for all of them. Everyone down, stay quiet, Lewison. And they yelled whisper as everyone went down and began hiding behind the shelves, hoping the walkers will eventually lose interest in them. They're gonna get in, Lewis said in genuine fear, peeking above the shelf he was hiding behind. They will if you don't shut up, someone whispered to him. I don't know, Andre said. Those barricades seem pretty weak. It was when everyone heard the sounds of gunfire of automatic rifles and shotguns coming from the distance. They could even hear a helicopter swirling in the distance. Is that the Hellmanny? Is that the military? I don't know. Thank God for that is, these men stayed as walkers lost interest in drugs, so I began walking away from it, presumably towards where the shots came from. Yeah, just because whoever they are, they just saved their lives. Why are you guys hiding in the drugstore in the first place for? Oh, I wanted to know. It's because of my dad's condition, Louis replied. He has a bad heart and needs nitroglycerin pills. We were trying to get to the pharmacy where the pills are. Since you got here, it seems to be locked and we have no idea where the keys are. There's probably another entrance, at least it, maybe through the office. How do you know that? Educated guess. It doesn't matter. If you help us get into the pharmacy, that would be great, Lily said and shifted her gaze from Lee to Lily. Dad, can you do us now? Lily, I'm fine. Dad, please, your heart, Lily insisted as Lily sat down on the floor, knowing his daughter will keep insisting until he says yes. So, someone said, what are we gonna do now? I'm starting to think this structure is a permanent solution, the man said. You're right, Kenny agreed. This ain't exactly Fort Knox. Yeah, so not. Things won't be pretty if those things come knocking again. Victor looked at him. Do you have a plan? We actually never learned your name. I'm Glenn introduced himself to them before revealing his plans. We need as much gas as possible so we can all get out of downtown Macon fast. We nodded agreement. Agreed. Not a bad idea. Someone seemed to like this idea too, considering we had to leave our vehicles because Kenny's truck ran out of gas. Then I'll head on and get gas, Glenn volunteered. There's a motel not too far from here, out towards the end of Priest Street. I'll work my way towards it and then loop back, siping what I can. You know your way around town? Lee asked. Born and raised, Glenn smiled proudly. Lee nodded and handed him his walkie-talkie. If you're gonna do that, here's a walkie-talkie if you get in the right spot. Hopefully you won't need it. Glenn took the walkie-talkie from him and said, cool. Clementine got the other one. Check in with her and get back as soon as you can, Lee explained as Glenn nodded in understanding. Kenny shifted his gaze from Glenn to the young man who was silent in the entire argument. And you keep an eye on that front door. You're on lookout. It's Doug. The young man introduced himself as Doug. You got. I'm Carly. The pistol lady introduced herself. Okay, Carly, Kenny said. You shipped in with Doug when he needs it. For now, get some rest. You got a good shot, and I'd like to keep it that way. Carly nodded. You got it, boss. Louis didn't seem happy that Kenny was already her group, unlike he was in trust with it, but stayed silent about it. As everyone started to split up on the drugstore, we lost how Glenn started to walk towards the others where he would head to the motorway. He began to wonder if they should send someone with him as backup just in case things went wrong. And these were the choices. Obviously, the story was completed a long time ago, so well, it wasn't actually that long ago, it was a while ago, but so the choices were already made. Hey Glenn, he called out for Glenn to gain his attention, knowing it would be safer for Glenn if he didn't win alone on this supply one. Glenn stopped in his tracks and turned around to look at him. Yeah? I think someone should go with you, Lee said. It's too dangerous for you to go alone. It's not safe out there, and you could use a backup just in case something went wrong at the motel. I don't know about this, man. Glenn looked uncertain at the thought of someone competing to get gas. It seems more risky if you ask me. It would just make it easier for those things to spot us. Glenn, you were just on the street, right? Lee said in an attempt to convince Glenn. You saw how many of those things are out there. There might be even more of them at the motel. What will you do if you get spotted by them and you have no one to back you up? Fine, Glenn nodded, seeing the point in Lee's way of thinking, and looked around the people gathering in the grocery store. Who will go with me? Lee looked around himself to see who was carrying weapons to drugstore. Victor had his hatchet, Andre had his pistol, Cully had a pistol, and Flora had the meat clearing, and he had his hammer for when he encountered Clementine. He nodded his head so beginning to think who would be the best officer to join Glenn on this supply run to the motel. Victor, Andre, he called out to Victor and Andre after a second thought as the two in question turned to look at him. Will you go with Glenn? Victor nodded his head at Lee's question. Sure. I don't know about this, Andre rubbed the back of his head. In any other situation, I would agree to go without sex up, but right now, I've been thinking about reinforcing the barricades and the windows just in case if those things try to get into the drugstore again. I see, Lee nodded in understanding and was about to turn on to look at Carly. In that case, maybe... You don't need to worry about the windows, Andre, Chet spoke up before Lee could finish such as he pointed at the nearest boy up. I got this. I used to do this kind of stuff back home. Andre looked at him. Are you sure? Yeah, Chet gave it a sure nod. He began to make his way towards the barricade window he was going to reinforce, whispering to himself, at least this way I won't be completely useless. Andre turned away from Chet to look at Lee and nodded his head at him. If Chet was going to take care of this, then he saw no problem in going with Glenn. Alright, with this man out of the way, I'll go with Glenn. We should go, Victor said. The sooner we get the gas, the better. I hear you, Glenn nodded in agreement. We'll be back as soon as we can, Andre said. Everyone else work on the way to enter the pharmacy. This is exactly what I'm going to do, Lee gave a nod to him. Watch out for yourself out there, guys, and Vic. Volker said to Victor as Simon just got nodded in agreement. Don't worry, Victor gave her a short nod. I'll be back before you realize I'm gone. With that being said, Victor, Audrey, Glenn walked together into the office from where they exited, then walked into the walk-infested street. They slowly and quietly made their way to Glenn's pizza delivery car, which was parked at the front of the store, and drove towards their destination. After Glenn, Victor, and Andre walked out of the drugstore, someone began to wonder what he should do now. He knew he could find a place to sit down and wait for Glenn, Victor, and Andre to return with the gas, but he felt like it would just be a waste of time. For a second, he thought about checking out the office, but gave up on those thoughts when he saw Lee heading towards him with Clementine following him. He could use this time as an opportunity to get to know the people he and his group had just go to talk with the people from his group about what just happened. He looked around the drugstore, wanting to know where everyone was located before making his decision. He saw Lou and Larry together in the drugstore, the latter sitting on the floor, Kenny and his family behind the counter, Carly working on some kind of radio, Veronica and Jessica who worked together in the white corner of the drugstore, Doug looking at the streets through the small gap between the boys, and Chet reinforcing the barricades. He hummed to himself after taking a good look around the drugstore, thinking who should he approach. Simon nodded his head to himself as he decided to help Chet with the barricades. He knew that there was a possibility that the walkers would try to break through into the drugstore again. He wanted to make sure that this place was as much secure as it could be, just in case the walkers would try to break into the place again, which he hoped was not going to happen. Hey Chet, he called out to the chubby young man in order to gain his attention as he came over to him, walking past Lee, who was taking a look around the drugstore as he did so. Chet looked over his shoulder at him, taking his attention off his work for a moment. Yeah? You need any help? We might get this done faster if we work together on this. I don't know about this. Chet looked unsure about getting Simon's help. What about your hand? Will you be able to do anything with only one hand? I may not be able to do everything because of me having only one hand, but I'm sure there's something I can do. Someone stated, if you need me to find you something or put something to block the window, I'll give you You give me the word. All right, Chet nodded his head in a grateful manner. Thanks for helping. What do you want me to do, son? Want to know? Could you nail a nail to the board when I'll be holding it? Chet asked. Okay, son, just give me something I can use to do that. Chet held his shoe out to him. Use this. Son looked at the shoe Chet was holding out to him. Will you use your shoe? You know it may take us a while to get this job done with it. Chet shrugged. I have nothing else to hammer the nails into the board. Alright, so now there's Chet's mate. But if it's then nothing, I guess. Hey guys, Lee's voice sounded behind him. The two turned to the source of the voice and saw him standing behind him. Chet nodded at him. Hey Lee, what is it? I think I have something which may help you with the windows. Lee replied as he pulled out a hammer and held out to Chen Simon. Where'd you get that? Simon questioned with a surprised look on his face. Cloak gave it to me back where I met her shortly before we stumbled upon you and Sean. I had used it to kill her babysitter after she changed into a walker. It was short before I met Chet and Sean. Chet nodded to Simon with a grim look on his face. I see. Thanks for the hammer. Simon took the hammer from Lee in his good hand. We'll give it back to you when we're finished. Alright, Lee nodded, turned away from Simon and Chet. Someone stared at the hammer which Lee had just screwed in for a few seconds before looking back. Chet, looks like your job just became a bit easier, eh? Yeah, Chet nodded. Let's get this done. As Simon and Chet started working on the reinforced barricade together, we walked away from Ben and walked over to the door to the office. We wanted to take a look inside and opened it. Seeing how he was about to walk to the office, Clinton got up from where she was sitting and went over to him. Can I come in? She asked sweetly. Sure, Lee nodded and looked over his shoulder at the people gathering in the drugstore. Everyone will be in the office if you need us. Letting everyone know where they were going when Lee and Clementine walked to the office with the formally closing the door right after entering. Upon entering the office, Lee was greeted by the sight of something he hoped he wouldn't have to see. He saw a ballet bed with his parents must have been. It didn't take him long to realize what must have happened to his parents. He sighed, finding back tears as he began to wonder what happened to his parents and how they met their demise. What happened to them during all this? He hoped that they were together in their final moments. He couldn't but wonder about another thing, though. Where was his brother? Did he share his parents' fate, or was he still alive and hiding somewhere in Macon? He pulled away from his thoughts regarding his body when he noticed a photo laying close to the bloody bed. He walked over to it and picked it up. Taking a good look at it, the photo showed him and his family in the happier times before he was sentenced for murder. A small smile grew on his face upon seeing his family together, but it quickly faded away from his face. He looked at the photo with a sad look on his face and tore out his picture from it. Find anything? Colleen's voice sounded behind him. His eyes snapped open in surprise upon hearing her voice as he quickly dropped his picture on the floor and hid the photo of his family in his pocket. He turned around and to look at Carly and responded, just a picture of who was here. I know who you are, Carly said, looking straight into Lee's eyes as Lee looked at her in shock, feeling how his heart skipped a beat. Lee Everett, you're a professor at Athens who killed a state senator who was sleeping with your wife. This is your parents' story. Folks want to know the only son got into trouble blaming for WABE in Atlanta. I paid attention to that trial. Maybe you were murdered, but I don't really care. Frankly, that's a skill that might come in handy. Lee that she found that Carly waiting for her to say more. Did you tell anyone out there who you were or that you would try to this place? Carly asked. Her eyes not leaving Lee. What's it to you? Lee replied with a question of his own. To me, I'm the one with the federal record. Carly pointed out. You seem like an okay guy, and the last thing we need is trauma out there. You got this girl to take care of, and look, don't make me want on this. Lee took a step towards her, his eyes looking directly. I don't plan to. Good. Corey looked at him with a worried look on her face. Because if this lasts longer than a few days, and you're a detriment to the group, then we'll have a problem. He nodded his head and showed his understanding of her words. I hear you. Corey nodded back at him. I'll just keep it to myself. Lee smiled at grateful man at Carly. Thanks. Don't worry about it. Carly smiled back at him before walking out of the office back into the store section of the drugstore. As the car walked out of the office, Lee turned to look at a pile of the stuff that blocked the door to the pharmacy. He walked over to it and pulled the pallet over, causing something to fall. Lee dropped the pallet again, stole wall, and grabbed the phone line. It was his dad's cane. He smiled fondly after taking a good look at it. What's that? Clementine asked out of curiosity. This was my dad's cane. He zipped around volunteer on it from time to time, he explained as he turned around to look at it. Clementine tilted her head to say, was he sick? Nah, he was okay. As he saw him shoplifters with that, he shook his head, laying out a chuckle. This game protected this place better than any guard dog ever could. He gently placed the cane against the wall near the pallet. Plus, he knew how to make it look cool, like you with your hat. My dad gave it to me. Clementine smiled sweetly at him. See, dads are smart like that.
Yeah. Can we get ice cream?
Yeah. Hold on, we'll be back.